Managing the Grade Center within Learn can be somewhat challenging when first starting out. However, this tutorial should serve to make things a bit easier to understand. The Grade Center is a highly robust area in which it is possible to manage student grades for assignments, tests, discussion boards, and other point-assigned objects. Once inside your course, navigate in the control panel on the left to Grade Center. You will see 4 different links within the Grade Center list: Needs Grading, Full Grade Center, Assignments, and Tests. First click on Needs Grading. The Needs Grading link navigates you to a page consisting of all assignments, tests, etc. that you have not yet graded. In this case, we can see that we have a blog posting, several assignments, an exam, and 2 quizzes. In order to begin grading, either click on a specific user attempt, which will allow you to grade a single assignment, or click on the Grade All button in order to grade all items in Needs Grading sequentially. In this case, I'm going to click on a single item, which also happens to be an assignment. A new page will appear showing the submitted materials, including any attached files submitted by the student, which we will see on the right side of the screen. Click on the submitted attachments to load them in the left window. If I click on Submission Text, the resulting content displays so that I may see it. Alternatively, you may download the submitted attachments by clicking the download icon to the right of the attachments. Assign a grade and give any desired feedback. Students will see this when looking at their grades within Learn. When finished, click Submit. The Full Grade Center is where you are able to view all grades for all students in your class. Click on the Full Grade Center link in the control panel. This particular class only has 1 student, so there is only 1 corresponding row for demo student. However, you will have 1 row for each student in your class. The Grade Center gives you basic information about each student: their last name, first name, net ID, last access, etc. Use the scrolling bar to view all assignments, tests, etc. that this student has taken. You will see that the student has been assigned grades for a large amount of the assignments and tests they have completed. Note that a green checkmark in the grade field means that the survey, assignment, etc. was not assigned for credit, but based on completion only. Exams and assignments that have not yet been completed will have a double dash in the grade field, and a yellow circle with an exclamation mark means that the assignment or test has been completed by the student, but that you have not yet graded it. Note that this assignment or test will appear within the Needs Grading page. Note that any time you create an assignment, test, quiz, or anything that requires grading, a new field will be automatically created within the Full Grade Center for that assignment or test. You do not need to create any of these fields manually. Click on the Assignments link found beneath the Full Grade Center in the control panel. This will limit the grades that you see displayed for each student to only assignments, as you can see here. Similarly, clicking on the Tests link found beneath the Full Grade Center will display only tests and quizzes for each student. This simplifies the ease of viewing of the Grade Center, especially if you have many assignments and tests within a course. Click on the downward-facing arrow button to the right of a number grade in order to view grade-related options and information, such as View Grade Details, Quick Comment, and Exempt Grade. You can also see when the attempt or attempts, if the assignment or test allowed for multiple tries, was made, and the grade for each attempt. Click on the downward-facing arrow button to the right of a column name to view multiple options pertaining to the general assignment or test, not the student-specific instance. Some potentially useful options include Grade Attempts, Attempt Statistics, View All Attempts, and Column Statistics. Several of these options provide you with information about how the class is doing as a whole on a specific assignment or test. Across the top of the Full Grade Center page are some additional buttons that allow for the creation and management of additional columns. Clicking on the Create Column button will allow you to create a custom column. However, note that any columns you create will not directly correspond to a specific test or assignment, as columns for those items are created automatically. Hover over Create Calculated Column to view some potentially useful columns you can add to the Grade Center. A total column can be useful in allowing you to see how many total points a student has accumulated thus far, assuming that grades are not weighted. There is a separate weighted column that you can create for that. Hover over the Manage tab. Note that this allows you to alter how you see the Grade Center. You can reorganize the columns as you desire by clicking on the Column Organization button and dragging and dropping columns in the desired order. Click Submit when finished. This will change the order in which the columns appear within the full Grade Center. Hover over the Reports tab and click on Create Report in order to generate a list of all users or selected users and their corresponding grades. It is also possible to add statistics to the report by editing the column information. An individual report can be shared with the student for whom it was made, or an entire report with all students and grades can be useful for instructors to have. While the full Grade Center can be slightly complex due to the multitude of options available, the simpler functions, such as grading tests and assignments, can be completed relatively easily.